Okay, take 3, April the 15th, here on the Hoist off-road recovery truck build. I believe I got you guys through as far as all the leaf springs and everything go, all that. So I did run into a problem. Usually I can just straight up switch calipers, but these had bolt-in, and the ones that go on the Dana 60, or at least the 1-ton Dana 60, has the slider pins. So I went digging, thought I didn't have none, got thinking about it, checked one last place, and sure enough, the Empire Dirt, as Abe would say, yielded a set of calipers. Pretty sure they're going to be serviceable. And just because I'm a semi-parts hoarder, and at one point had 2 of these trucks that I was building, I just so happened to have a brand new set of front pads on the shelf for it. We might at some point have some drive shaft clearancing issues. I'm not sure. The boot touches, but nothing else that I can tell. We'll know better once I drive it. Besides, the suspension and the springs got to settle in. So next, metal. We went and got metal yesterday. You can kind of see what's going on here for the front headstand brace. That's the headstand or the winch stand. Keep getting squirreled here. Anyway, when they originally put this together, they had 2 bolts per side. When they had the option of up to, depending on how they lined it up, 6. I would almost like to go with 6 per side. I don't know if this top part and the frame, if it's going to allow me to make that happen. 4 will be alright, and then there'll be 4 more up here bolting the channel in, and then these slot holes plus some more holes will be what the headstand bolts down to. We'll stick some pieces of whatever it takes to beef this up crossways in there. Weld those in. This stuff's going to be bed mount. Like I said, I'm going to split that bed right in thirds, and it will slide in and bolt on. And I was trying to say in the last video, I'm probably going to use the tubing all the way through, just because I can drill this and tap it and just run bolts straight down into it, and it'll hold the bed sides / toolbox on just fine. So that's where that's at. We have a winch pan that's got to go in here and be a cross member. And then we have a second winch pan that will sit down over here where the come along is. I'm going to have to backtrack because I slipped up and didn't bring the case. Well, we might be able to make this work. I got to find a place to sit you guys. Whoa. I do what I'm going to do. I guess I should explain it real quick. So, I think I showed you in a previous video. You can see this thing's, it's kind of what you'd call racked, and I pulled on it a little bit already, so it might have pulled it, but you can see it's out of square, so we have to pull it. That's what we're going to use the come along for. And a lot of times it don't take a lot of pulling, and the stuff comes right around into where you want it. So yeah, that's what one of the 4 mounts they had prior. That's gonna suck. This might work. If I stay off it, you guys might be able to watch for a little bit. Because I kind of need both hands. Anyway, come along, pull the opposite corner to opposite corner. You probably can't see it, but I got vice grips on here. My chain's down in the bottom. Keep your tongue in your head, John. try measuring it real quick. We're getting real close. I don't gotta be exact, I just kind of want it straightened. When I was doing the last heavy recovery with the broken ball joint, one of the bolts broke and it let it tweak. And when it tweaked, it kind of racked this a little bit, which makes me think that I really should do some possibly interior beefing. I don't know if this here would help. That's not too bad. Inside of the boom itself, I'm really thinking about it because it's a lot of weight. So anyway, let's see if we can get other than flipping it upside down, which would be the easiest way. I'm going to just eyeball, I think. Yeah, it's going to be a pain to try and measure across that. 21. Have actually went just a little too far, so let's see what snapback says. I think that's acceptable. So I can get you guys without messing up. So when I get my square on there, sorry, you can see that we're back close enough that I'm all right to go to the next step with it, which will be hang in here for a minute. So they used to have, sorry guys, they had that welded, there we go, they had this welded in there so you could take the winch out instead of just sucking it up and permanently putting a winch on it like we're going to do. This plate here, let's see if we can set you all back up one more time. Yeah, that's working out real good, Johan. Bingo. Okay, so this plate, depending on what we do, will end up sitting down over there. Yep, it's gonna fit all right. It will sit down, the winch will mount to it, and then on the bottom side, we will take and put a couple pieces, you know, to gusset it crossways in here, depending on where the mount plate is, but we'll put a couple, two, maybe three of them, even 4 of them in there. And like I said, the winch will sit down on that. We're gonna start doing the hole transfer thing, which is gonna be real fun. I'll take and I'll set it in there offside, kind of like it is, and I suspect that's working just ducky. Sit still. We'll set it like that. I'll get it where I need it. I'll reach through. We'll get our holes marked. We'll get them drilled. We will probably use, I don't know if I need to use all 8, but I'll definitely use 6. We might use all 8 just because they're there. And then we'll get it set up, and we'll do captured nuts on the inside, so we don't got to fight with trying to take it apart and put it together. So, what we got for time? 10 minutes already. Holy gravy. Okay. I'm going to call it at that, because as much as I like talking, and anybody that knows me knows I like talking. Yeah, there's some more of them. So per side, what they had, what Johnny's gonna have. And like I said, we're gonna do, I think we're just gonna go ahead and suck it up, do the heavy tubing, because I already got this piece right size, and we'll need one more back here. And then here for this front one, I just ain't made up my mind yet what we're going to use or how we're going to build it, just because I gotta fiddle with it. Like I said, we will be capping in these ends with the plate with captured nuts so they can be bolted in wise, and then also there'll be something in between for support. If I stick with it, I should be able to take this thing for a test run this weekend. Body might be on it, but the components that need to be here should all be in it and ready to go. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to work on next, but we're going to work on for a while because it's still fairly early, and I need to get this done. So once again, a little hats off to Mopar Al, and apologies, but I hope you all have a great day. And we will see you on up the road. Thanks again. Actually, down the road. Did I explain that on Sunday? If I didn't, maybe next Sunday I'll revisit it. Again, see y'all on down the road.